Here in this video, I'm going to be teaching us how to brood our day-old chicks. But before I teach you how to brood your day-old chicks, let's look at some of the reasons why your chickens die on arrival. The first 2 to 3 days of chickens landing at your farm, they just keep dying and you can't explain why. So let's look at 5 to 6 reasons why your chicken might be dying the first day or dying at your farm on the day of arrival. Before we move fully into the video, this is Abraham's Agrovision. If you are visiting us for the first time, we'd like you to take this time to support us by hitting the subscribe button. Yes, kindly support us by hitting the subscribe button. Alright, thank you for doing that. We really appreciate your support. So let's talk quickly on 5 reasons or 6 reasons why your chicken or why you might be losing your chickens on arrival or first 2 to 3 days the chicken arrive at your poultry farm. So one of the reasons why your chickens or why you might be losing chicken during the first day or losing your chicken on the day of arrival is wrong temperature. This sounds really simple and it is neglected by most poultry farmers. Yes, I have to say this. Temperature is neglected by most beginner in poultry farming, and they wonder why they are losing their chickens even when they rush to give antibiotics and everything. As simple as temperature sound, it holds a huge or a significant amount of your success in poultry farming. Even in livestock in general, temperature play major role to determine your success, both if your chickens are small or big. Whatever age or level your chickens are, temperature play major role to determine your success as a poultry farmer. So one of the reasons why this occur is wrong temperature, either during transportation or as they land in your poultry farm, but majorly is as they land in your poultry farm. So temperature is one thing that leads, or wrong temperature is one thing that causes your chickens to die on arrival. Number 2 is poor ventilation. Some of us as a beginner or most beginner in poultry farming think that because chickens need warm temperature, they don't need good or quality air. Poor ventilation can lead to several diseases. So instead of going to treat diseases or rushing to do other things, some of these things I am mentioning in this video are the root cause and some of the things you should put into action first, even before drugs. As a beginner in poultry farming, we often go for drugs thinking that drugs will help us to solve our problem. No, drug will not help to solve the problem. Drug is just a tool to support you to make you succeed. Yes, when you have gone wrong, drugs is just there to correct your errors. So drugs is not the major or the first thing we should run to as a poultry farmer. So ventilation is crucial during your brooding process. However, it is crucial during all stages of your bird's life. You must make sure there's inflow and outflow of air. Ventilation also help you to reduce the level of ammonia buildup in your poultry farm. You might want to say, your day-old chicks are small, they don't have a lot of poop or stuff like that. It is not only poop alone that causes ammonia buildup. The water sprinkling on the floor can also lead to ammonia buildup in your poultry farm. So for this, you need proper ventilation for your poultry house and for your chickens in general. Number 3 is dirty environment. Yes, dirty environment. You can't just bring your day-old chicks and put them in a place where you just take the matured birds from. You don't know the disease that might have affected those other birds and they were able to resist. What the other birds resist, the younger ones might not be able to resist. So make sure you are having a neat environment before you bring your day-old chicks to your poultry farm. Number 4, wrong feed or water intake. Yes, wrong feed or water intake can lead to mortality in our poultry farm. Going for cheap or low quality feed for your day-old chicks can cause lots of mortality unexplainably in your poultry farm. Number 5, no vitamins nor stress reliever. Yes, if your chickens come into your farm day one or at the moment or before your chickens arrive at your farm, you are supposed to have vitamin or stress reliever to give to your chicks to build immunity. So when there's no vitamin or stress reliever, your chickens might tend to just go weak, or their immunity might not be able to withstand the level of stress they might have passed through, and you see or notice your chicken start dying. Number 6, hatchery issues. Yes, this play little role in losing day old chicks, but sometimes when there's an hatchery issue, when the birds gets to your farm, they will keep dying. And sometimes these hatcheries will not even listen to you after you've gotten your birds from their hatchery. They won't listen to you because they will tell you sort the one that you feel, or return the one you feel is bad and take the one you feel is good. And after that, all responsibility belongs to you. Most time, the suppliers go through this pain, and farmers also go through this pain. So let's talk on how we can really brood DO chicks for success. Now, like I said earlier, temperature play major roles in poultry success or livestock farming. Let's not claim that we really understand the temperature in our poultry farm. Yeah, let's not claim so. What is that thing that is helping you to know the temperature that your chickens are having at the moment? Your chickens require 32 to 35 degree Celsius of temperature or 95 degree Fahrenheit to strive well during their first day of arrival. So you might have hit your chicken house, you might have every necessary thing in place, but what is that thing that is telling you, you are having 32 degrees Celsius of temperature, or you are having 29 degrees Celsius or even 28 degrees Celsius of temperature, which might not be or not even good for day old chicks. So what is that thing that is really telling you that your temperature is correct in your poultry farm? This is what will lead me to you getting a thermostat. Yes, you need a thermostat as a poultry farmer. There are some little equipment or things you need that you are not supposed to avoid as a poultry farmer. And number one is what I just mentioned, thermostat. It helps you know the right temperature in your poultry farm. Help you understand if you are having the wrong temperature, like 39 degree, because there are some time even without hitting the pen, if there are period of heat stress, the temperature, overall temperature in the room can go up to 39 degrees. So it is your thermometer or your thermostat that will tell you what you are having in your poultry farm. If you're having 39, then you need to start looking for a way to reduce the temperature level in your poultry house. So thermometer is one thing you need to have, and it's very important. So for some of us, or those of us that want to get our thermostat in Nigeria, you can contact me via the number showing on the screen right now. We'll supply you a quality thermostat that shows you time, temperature, and humidity. Number 2 is poor ventilation. Poor ventilation can be one underlying causes of the disease you are passing through in your poultry farm right now, and you don't know. You are rushing to get drugs A or B to solve respiratory issues. Meanwhile, the underlying cause of this issue might be poor ventilation. For more details on how to treat disease or some of the things you should know before treating disease in your poultry farm, I'll be leaving a video right here, or check my description to watch videos on 5 things you need to know before treating disease in your poultry farm. So like I said, poor ventilation might be one underlying cause of the respiratory issues you are having right now, and you are going to get drugs for CRD. Trust me, even if you pack the whole drugs in the whole world to treat CRD, when you are having the root cause untreated, nothing is going to happen. That is why you see some farmers, they say, oh, I gave antibiotics today, the respiratory infection left, and 2 days they come back. This is what is happening. The underlying cause have not been treated. So instead of going to treat the surface, go from the root cause, then meet at the surface where it will be easily cured. So poor ventilation is one thing that you should avoid. So how do you avoid poor ventilation? Make sure you are giving your chicken a space for inflow and outflow of air. In as much as your chickens need heat, what your chickens really need is not that heat as we exaggerate it to be. What they need is warm temperature. Warm temperature is what they need. And like I said, 32 to 35, highest 35 is enough to brood your day old chicks. So while we are having a mindset of chickens need heat, they don't actually need that level of heat as we have or as we think. What they need is warm temperature. So make sure you are having a proper ventilation in your poultry house, because even the old chicks need quality air to strive. Number 3 is dirty environment. Make sure your chicken's house is disinfected before you bring your chickens into the farm. Use a good disinfectant to disinfect your poultry house. Do not just get detergent and wash your poultry house and feel that everything is okay. Look for a good disinfectant around your place. If you want to get disinfectant, go to the vet shop around your locality and tell them that you are looking for a disinfectant that can help you wash or that you can use in washing your poultry house. Yes, avoid dirty environment. Where you cannot live, your chickens should not live. The place you wouldn't enter, your chickens should not, or you should not even think of bringing your chickens there. So one simple way to understand this is any place you feel or a place you wouldn't live, do not bring your chickens there. Number 4 is wrong feeding or water. Yes, sometimes in attempt to cut cost of feeding, we go for low quality feed, but as I always say, it will backfire. Garbage in, garbage out is all there is in poultry farming. Whatever you serve to your birds, exactly so they will return to you. If you serve poor quality feed to your birds, that might end up developing disease or not growing or start even dying. Yes, low quality feed can lead to sudden death in your poultry farm, and bad water also can lead to sudden death in your poultry farm. Number 5, no vitamin nor anti-stress. Let's come close. Let's talk about this for a little time. Instead of giving your chickens antibiotics is secondary. For me, I don't usually advise antibiotics as the first major treatment in poultry farming. Why? Because it has negative effect on human health. And as a poultry farmer who is trying to produce what human beings are eating out there, your major focus is not to be on the profit alone. It's also to be on how we can make the world a better place. As an agriculturist, making the world is in your hand. You can destroy the world today in just a blink of an eye. So while you are focusing on giving your chickens or making profit from your poultry farm, you should also learn on how you can really do a profitable farming without hurting human life. So antibiotics, like I said, should not be our first launch attack as a poultry farmer. Kindly check my description to watch all the videos in the description. This will give you a better understanding. Your first launch attack is biosecurity. Your second launch attack is vaccine. So you need to have understanding. If you don't have any understanding on biosecurity, learn biosecurity and give vaccine to your day-old chicks. Vaccine really don't have effect to human life as antibiotic does, because vaccine will just go into the body of the animals and everything will just disappear. But antibiotics have some residues in the muscle of the animals that when as human being we eat can affect us. So as a poultry farmer, we are talking on how you can really brood your day-old chicks. So your first measure when your chickens arrive at your farm after biosecurity and everything is okay, because the first vaccine might have been given, which is the Maric vaccine in the hatchery. So when they arrive into your farm, they might have passed through some level of stress. So do not give them an antibiotics. However, when the situation goes beyond vitamin or stress reliever, you can give a little part of antibiotics. And when you are giving an antibiotics to day old chicks, do not rush to give a strong antibiotics to your day old chicks. Give a milder antibiotics, and make sure most of the things you are going to be giving to your day old chicks is multivitamin or stress reliever. Giving them multivitamin or stress reliever will help to build their immunity in order to resist stress and diseases in your poultry farm. So let's move right into number 6, which is hatchery problem. How do we solve hatchery problem? Well, as a farmer, hatchery problem is not for you to solve. It's meant for the hatcheries to solve. So now that this is not meant for you to solve, and sometimes when you go back to this hatchery to tell them what is really going on, that might not pay attention to you, what are the things you need to do? This is when I will encourage you to get your day old chicks from a trusted and a connected supplier. Yes, getting your day old chicks from a trusted and a connected supplier will help you a long way, at least to reduce your loss. Yes, you need to get or work with a supplier who is ready to listen to you, understand your pain, to know what you are passing through, and also willing to help you. Even when the hatcheries are not ready to listen, you must have a supplier who is willing to help you understand, or help you at least in some portion of the losses you are passing through. So before I move further, if you are looking forward to get day old chicks in Nigeria, we are into supply of day old chicks nationwide Nigeria. So you can use the contact showing on the screen right now to send me a WhatsApp message, or you can use the link, the WhatsApp link in the comment section, to join a group of community of poultry farmers in Nigeria. So this is what I thought to share today about brooding day old chicks and how we can really be successful in brooding day old chicks. A little encouragement for every poultry farmers watching me right there. Please do not be tired of learning. Keep learning every day and keep sharing your problem. Whenever you have any problem, do well to share it out there. Even if people criticize you for doing something wrong, at least it is better you are criticized for doing something wrong today, and tomorrow you become a better version of yourself. So join a poultry community just like the one I said in the description or in the comment section. There's a WhatsApp link there for you to click and join a WhatsApp community. So share your problem within poultry farmers who really understand what you're passing through and are ready or willing to help out. Number 2, don't forget to pray. Before you book your day old chicks, pray. When you are getting your day old chicks, pray. Before you release them into your poultry farm, pray. This sounds religious or simple, but however, everybody believe what they believe. But for me, I will always advise you to pray. So like I said, never forget to pray and never forget to keep learning every day. So this is all for today. If you are watching us for the first time, or just come across this Abraham's Agrovision channel for the first time, support us by hitting the subscribe button, liking our video, and sharing it to your friends and family. And for those of us who is part of this community, we appreciate your love and support. Catch you up in the next video. This is Abraham's Agrovision once again. Bye.